The cooperation between the fingers comes from their inequality. Welcome to Sign 59 of Section 4 of Chapter 38 of the Holy Quran. 38 is Surah Al-Swat, an abbreviated letter. Namshi. Haza Fawjun Muktahimun. Haza Fawjun Muktahimun. Here is a troop rushing headlong with you. That's Muktahimun, rushing headlong with you. And Fawjun is a troop. La marhaban bihim. La marhaban bihim. No welcome for them. Innahum salu annar. Innahum salu annar. Truly they shall burn in the fire. Note 4214. 4214. The wonder is that so many people should embrace evil and in so much hurry and eagerness. Exclamation mark. Here they may be welcomed by the leaders of evil, but in the final state, it will be the opposite of welcome. In other words, they'll be pushing them. They'll push them away. The leaders will push them away, and they will also push back. The opposite of welcome. They will be followed with the reproaches and curses. They will be followed with reproaches, not there. The article there is not there. They will be followed with reproaches and curses. Now let's go to the next sign, which is 60. We started with 69. Kalu bal antum la marhaban bikum. The followers shall cry to the misleaders. The followers shall cry to the misleaders, and that's this in brackets. This in brackets. It's not there on the Arabic side. If we are beginning with the Arabic side, it is nay, ye too, no welcome for you. Ye, nay, ye too, no welcome for you. Two is in brackets, and without it, it should read, nay, ye, no welcome for you. Nay, ye, exclamation mark, no welcome for you. Antum kadabtum. Antum kadabtumuhu lana. Antum kadabtumuhu lana. It is ye who have brought this upon us. Who have brought this, that's who, upon us. Kadabtumuhu, brought this upon us. Fabisa al-kararu. Fabisa al-kararu. Now, evil is this place to stay in. Now, evil is place to stay in. The word this is in brackets. Without it, it reads, nay, evil is place to stay in. No, it should be this place to stay in. Note 4215. It is the nature of evil to shift the blame onto others, full stop. The followers will reproach the leaders, but none can escape personal responsibility for his own acts and deeds. Exclamation mark. Let's go to the next sign, which is 61. The followers are still talking. Kalu Rabana man kadamalana haza fazidhu azaban di'fan fi nari. They will say, that's those misled, will say of the leaders, they will say, Our Lord, whoever brought this upon us, whoever brought this upon us, comma, dash, add to them a double chastisement in the fire. They are now fighting. Mm. Note 4216, 4216. Compare chapter 7, sign 38, and note 1019. See also chapter 11, sign 20. 7 is Arab, 11 is Hud, uh, sign 80. The evil ones now vent their spite on others, on their leaders. Mm? Oh, no, okay, yeah, the leaders on the misled, and the misled on the leaders, on others. Here, they ask for a double penalty for their misleaders, but they forget their own personal responsibility, full stop. In the next verse, they express their surprise that others have escaped the torments which they themselves have earned. And let's go to that next verse. Uh, and that is verse 62 or sign 62. Kalu malana la rada rijalan kunna 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 nuhduhum min al ashrari. They will say, Who is it? They will say, pardon me, how? They will say, How is it with us that we saw not men who were used to number among the bad ones? To number among the bad ones. Kunna nu idu, na idu, kunna na idu, hum min min ashrari. Ashrari, the bad ones, no, Edu, number, that is number among the bad ones. 4217 is the note, 4217. The bad ones, and this is in italics, i.e., the ones whom they, the evil ones in brackets, whom they ridicule as fools, sure to come to an evil end because they refuse to join in with the evil ones in their plots. Full stop. The values are now reversed. The good ones are among the blessed, and we are not to be seen in the bed of misery. Bed of misery is in doubly inverted commas. Full stop. The ridicule is now against the evil ones. Let's go to the next sign or verse, which is 63. Atahaznahum sirayan, atahaznahum siriyan, am zagat anhum al absaru. Did we not treat them in ridicule? Did we not treat them in ridicule? We have brackets there. Did we not treat them as such in ridicule? Am zagat am zagat anhum al absaru. Or have our eyes failed to perceive them? Or have our eyes failed to perceive them? Our is in brackets. Without the brackets, it reads, have eyes failed to perceive them? Have eyes failed to perceive them? They wonder that others whom they consider to be with them are not in the fire. And they ask, or have eyes failed to perceive them? No note to it. Let's go to the next sign, which is 64. Inna zalika al-haqqun. Inna zalika lahakun. Pardon me. Inna zalika lahakun. That is true. Tahasumun ahlil nar. Tahasumun ahlil nar. That is true. The mutual recriminations of the people of the fire. And that's no 64. Pardon me, that's sign 64. It has a note 4218, 4218. The mutual recriminations and spite are themselves a part of the penalty for such feelings increase their unhappiness. For such feelings increase their happiness. When they are there recriminating against other, their unhappiness is even made stronger. Mm. Uh, and that's sign 64, the last sign of section 4. Let's go straight to section 5. We have an ample amount of time. Section 5, which begins with sign 65. Cool. Inama ana munzirun. This God now talking to the chosen prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Cool. Inama ana munzirun. Say, truly, I am a warner. Mm. La ilaha. La ilahin. Pardon me. No. Wama min ilahin. Wama min ilahin. Illa Allahu. Ilahi is small God, and Allahu is God of the universe, and that's Allah. That's whose name I always represent by God, God, God. Wama min ilahin illa Allahu. Al-Wahidu al-Kahar. Al-Wahidun al-Kahari. Say, truly, I am a warner, semicolon. No God is there but Allahu, the one supreme and irresistible. Supreme. One God is Wahidan. Then Al-Kaharu, supreme and irresistible. 4219 is the note, 4219. Compare chapter 7, Science 39, where Joseph preaches to the men in prison. Full stop. The one supreme message of importance to mankind was, into bracket, and is the unity of God, semicolon, that he is a creator and sustainer of all, colon, that he will be supreme and sustainer of all, that his will is supreme, pardon me, that his will is supreme, semicolon, that he can carry out his will without question, and no powers of evil can defeat it, semicolon, and that he forgives by his grace again and again, full stop. This message the Holy Prophet came to deliver. This message the Holy Prophet came to deliver, and he delivered it. Yes, he delivered it, no matter how much people are against it. Uh, and that's note 4219 to sign 65. Let's go to sign 66. Rabbu samawati wal ardi wa ma bainahuma al azizu al ghafaru. The Lord of the heavens and the earth, and all in between, Ma Benahuma, exalted in might, Azizu, ever forgiven, Al Ghafaru, Al Ghafaru. Note 4220, in note 2818 to chapter 22, sign 40, I have explained the full import of Aziz as a title applied to God, and I have expressed two of, and I've expressed two. I've expressed two of the leading ideas involved, comma, in the two lines here. Mm. The argument in this surah turns upon the contrast between earthly power and the divine power. Semicolon. The one is impotent. The one is impotent. Earthly power is impotent. And the other is supreme. Divine power is supreme. 4220, that's 4220 to Psalm 66. Let's go to Psalm 67. Mhm. Kul huwa nabaun azim. Kul huwa nabaun azim. No to it. Say, that is a tremendous tidings. Mm. Tidings is nabaun. Azim is tremendous. No. Let's go to 68. It's a continuation of 67. I believe they share the same note. So 68. Antum anhu muridun. Antum anhu muridun. From which ye do turn away. Muridun. Note 4222. Of course, covering 68 and 68 as well. 4222. The message, which is of supreme import to mankind, comma, dash, from that they turn away, full stop. So they turn away from the message, which is of supreme import to mankind. Mm. Everyone's turned away, full stop. Instead of profiting by it, they turn away to side issues or unprofitable speculation, colon, such as, colon, what is the speculation is now following? What is the origin of evil? Semicolon. When will judgment come? Question mark, etc. These are the uh, the unprofitable speculation that goes on in the minds of the unbelievers, or they actually see it out. That is while on this earth. And that's 4222 to sign 68. Let's go to sign 69. ما كان لي من علم بالملائي بالملائي الأعلى ما كان لي من علم بالملائي الأعلى. No knowledge have I of the exalted chiefs, Malai al-A'la, exalted. Uh, is natasimu is natasimuna is natasimuna. Let me go back a bit. Of the exalted chiefs, when they discuss matters among themselves, and that is yatasimuna. When they discuss matters among themselves, or when they discuss among themselves. The word matters is in brackets. No, 4223. 4223. The hierarchy of angels in heaven discuss questions of high import in the universe. Those are not necessarily revealed to men, except insofar as it is good for man to know, as in verses 71 to 78 of this very chapter below, of this 71 to 85 below, full stop. But the chief thing for man is to know that God is most merciful, that he forgives again and again, and that evil has no power over those who trust in God. And that's note 4223 to sign 69. Let's go to sign 70. Inna yuhiya ilayya illa annama ana nazirun mubinun. Inna yuhiya ilayya inna annama uh, إنما أنا نذير مبين. Only this has been revealed to me, that's the prophet talking, that I am to give warning plainly and publicly. So mubin in here is plainly and publicly. Note 4224. 4224. Two things are implied in mubin. One, that the warning should be clear and perspicuous. That's mubin. Two, semicolon. There should be no mincing of matters, no ambiguity, no compromise with evil, comma, and then chapter 7, sign 184. Then two, that's the implication of Mobin here. Then two, that the warning should be delivered publicly before all people, in spite of opposition and persecution, comma, chapter 26, sign 117, Ashorao, sign 117, full stop. Both these ideas I have tried to express in the passage. Both these ideas I have tried to express in this passage, not in the passage, in this passage. And that's 4224, note 4224 to sign 70. Let's go to sign 71. وإذ قال ربك للملائكة Behold, thy Lord said to the angels, semicolon, إني هالك بشرا من تين إني هالك بشرا من تين. I am about to create man from clay, min tin. Note 4225 and 4226. Two notes in one. 252625. Two passages may be compared with this. This, colon, 1, chapter 2, sign 30 to 39, where merely the first stages of rebellion against God had its consequences, to mankind are mentioned. And 2, chapter 15, Al-Hijri, chapter 15, signs 29 to 40, where the further intrusion of evil in man's life here below is referred to, and an assurance is given that evil will have no power, and the assurance that evil will have no power except over those who yield to it, who yield to evil. Full stop. The latter is the passage most relevant here, as we are now dealing with the spiritual power of revelation to defeat the machinations of evil. Let's go to the next sign, which is 4226. This shows that the material world around us was created by God before God fashioned man and breathed of his soul unto him. Indeed, man wasn't created along with the earth. God created the earth long time, thousands of years, according to even archaeologists, before man was created. And so, fashioned man and breathed of his soul into man, of God's soul into him man. Geology also shows that man came on the scene at a very late stage. So I said, what word did I use? Okay, here it is geology. Those who go and do excavations and learn about these things. Geology also shows that men came on the scene at a very late stage in the history of this planet. Then uh, we go to the next sign, and which is sign 72. Mm. فإذا سويته فإذا سويته فإذا سويته ونفخته فإذا سويته ونف ونفخت فيه من روحي فك فكؤوا فكؤوا له ساجدين فكؤوا له ساجدين. God talking. When I fashioned him, sawatuhu, and breathed in him, nahaftuhu, nahtuhu, nafahtuhu, and breathed in him, naftu fihi, wa nafahtu fihi, and breathed in him of my spirit, min ruhi, fall ye down in prostration unto him. Faku'u lahu sajidin. Faku'u lahu sajidin. Lahu is who? Prostration, a prostration to him. For in prostration unto him man. When he has fashioned man and breathed his spirit, God fashioned man and breathed his spirit into him. He asked the angels to prostrate unto him man. 4227. See note 1968 to sign 15, no, to chapter 15, sign 29. See note 1968 to chapter 15, sign 29, where the spiritual significance of this is explained. Let's go to the next note, to the next sign, which is sign 73. فَسَجِدُوا الْمَلَائِكَةُ كُلَّهُمْ أَجْمَعُونَ أجمعون فسجدوا الملائكة كلهم أجمعون. So the angels prostrated themselves, all of them together. أجمعون. كلهم كلهم, all of them. أجمعون, together. No treat. So let's go to the next sign, which is 74. إلا إبليس استكبروا وكان من الكافرين. إلا إبليس استكبر وكان من الكافرين. Not so Iblis, إلا إبليس. He was haughty, istakbaru, and became one of those who reject faith. Kana mina kafirin, those who reject faith. 4228. Arrogance, into brackets, self-love. So somebody who loves himself only. Arrogance, self-love is thus the root of evil and of unfaith. Let's go to the next sign, which is 75. Kala, ya iblisu, ma manaka an tasjuda lima halaktu biyadiya. Kala, ya iblisu, ma manaka an tasjudu lima halaktu biyadiya. God said, God is in brackets. God is not mentioned in the Arabic text. Said, "Oh Iblis, ya Iblis, what prevents thee, ma manaka, from prostrating thyself, to whom I have created with my hands, biyadi, halakta, biyadi, I've created with my hands. It's a question. Mm. Uh, استكبرت أم كنت من العالين استكبرت أم كنت من العالين. A second question. Art, art thou haughty? Question mark. Or art thou one of the high ones? Or art thou one of the high ones? We have brackets there. Or art thou one of the high and mighty ones? So this is the question God put to Iblis when he refused to prostrate to man, Adam. Mm. Note 4229 and 4230. 29 first. Man, as typified by Adam, is in himself nothing but frail clay. Full stop. But as fashioned by God's creative power into something with God's spirit breathed into him, his dignity is raised above that of the highest creatures. Hmm. Remember, because God himself breathed his spirit into man. So God's spirit is in us. He breathed his spirit. And that's why man, represented by Adam, is above that of the highest creatures. 30-second sign, 42 30-second sign. If, comma, then, comma, Satan refuses, comma, it is a rebellion against God, full stop. It arises from arrogance or haughtiness, comma, an exaggerated idea of self, full stop. Or, comma, it is asked, comma, or it is asked, are they really sufficiently high in rank to dispute with the Almighty? Question mark. Of course, he was not. Of course, he was not. Iblis, Satan was not. And that's note 4230, second note to sign. Second note to sign 75. Let's go to sign 76. Sign 76 and 77 have no notes. Let's go there. 76. Kala, ana khairun minhu. Iblis said, I am better than him. Ana khairun minhu. Or I am better than he. I'm better than he. Halaktani min narun. Halaktani min narun. You created me from fire. Wa halaktahu min tin. And you created him, God, Adam, from clay. Min tin. Next sign. Said, as God said. Kala. Kala. فاخرج منا فإنك رجيم فاخرج منا فإنك الرجيم فاخرج منا فإنك الرجيم. God said, or said, God is in brackets, said, then get thee out from here, get thee out from here, for thou art rejected, accursed. God, thou rejected, accursed, a regime. Uh, no note to read. Let's go to 78. Wa inna alayka la'nati, inna alayka la'nati ila yawmil din. And my curse shall be upon thee till the day of judgment. So after driving him out of the garden, he told him, Satan, My curse will be on you till the day of judgment. Ila Yomi Din. 7-9 is the next sign with a note. 7-9. I'm seeing that is there. Yes. 7-9 is the next sign with a note. Kala, that's Satan. Kala, Rebbe, for inzurni ila yomil yap athuna. Inzurni ala yomil yap athuna. Not yap athuna, yup athuna. Inzurni ila yomil yup athuna. That's Satan speaking now. Said, Iblis in brackets, said, "O my Lord, give me then respite till the day the dead are raised." The dead is in brackets till the day. Without brackets, it doesn't sound well. Till the day the dead are raised, and that's Yub Thuna. 4-2-3-1. Did we do 3-1? No, we didn't do 3-1. And my curse shall be on thee till judgment day. So 4-2-3-1. See note 1972 to chapter XV 15. To chapter 15, sign 35, where it is explained why the respite is to the day of judgment. Full stop. The whole of that passage in Surah 15 and Surah XV forms a good commentary on this. Now let's go to the next note, which is 32 to sign 79. Kala Rabbi fa inzurni ila yomi yub'athuna. For the significance of the respite, see note 1973 to chapter 15, sign 38. Looks like chapter 15 is Hijrah. Al-Hijrah. It looks like it's directly connected with this chapter. Surah Al-Swad. Okay, let's go to the next sign, which is sign 80. Yeah, sign 80. Without a note, sign 80. Kala, fa innaka man, minal munzarina. Fa innaka minal munzarina. So God has given him the respite he's asked for. God has given Satan the respite that he has asked for by telling him, innaka minal munzarina. God said, God in brackets, respite then is granted thee. Then dash, and the dash enters the next sign, 81. And 81, the note to 81 covers that of 80 as well. Okay. Minal munzarina. Ila yomil. Ila yomil waqt al ma'lumi. Ila yomil waqt al ma'lumin. So respite is granted thee till the day of the time appointed. That's ma'lum. That's time appointed. Ila waqt, time, al-ma'lum, time appointed. 4-2-3-3 is the note to both sign 80 and 81. 4-2-3-3. It is not an indefinite respite. The respite is not forever. It is for a period definitely limited, while this our probation lasts in this world. It is part of the test as to how we use our limited free will. Full stop. After that, our whole existence will be on a different plane. Full stop. The good will have will have been sorted out, and the chain of consequences of the present world will be broken, comma, and a new creation is in double inverted commas, and a new creation will have taken the place of the present world. That's note 4233 to signs 80 and 81. Let's go to sign 82. Mm, Uh, Kala, Kala, fabi izatika, Kala, fabi izatika, la ukwiyannahum ajma'in. Iblis in brackets, said, then by that power, by that power, and that is fabi-izzatika, by thou power, I will lead them all astray. La ukwiyannahum ijma'in, or ajma'in. La ukwiyannahum ajma'in, all. mm, La ukwiyannahum astray, lead them astray. The note to read is 4234. 4234 and 4235. Two notes in one. 3 4 first. This phrase, comma, this oath of Satan is a fresh point introduced in this passage because here we are dealing with power dash the power of good contrasted with evil dash comma and dash contrasted with evil. The power of God. Am I reading right? The power of good contrasted with evil, comma dash the power of God as contrasted with the power that we see in our earthly affairs, and that's the power of evil. The power we see in the world here is all power of evil. Mostly, very few of the powerful people have have an idea of the power of God, mm, of our in our earthly affairs. Comma, full stop. Satan acknowledges that even the power. Satan acknowledges that even his power, even he, Satan's power, mm, such as it is, has no reality. So Satan acknowledges that even his power has no reality, except insofar as it is permitted to operate by God in God's wise and universal plan. So why should God give Satan respite to maltreat man till judgment day? And that's why this commentator says, in God's wise and universal plan, he is wise. All plan in the universe is his. And that's why he gave Satan the respite. We can't understand it now. And that it cannot harm the true and sincere worshippers of God. Yes. So the sorting out actually begins on this earth. God has given respite because Satan cannot derail true servants of God from the path of guidance. And that's note 42. Am I right? Yes. And that's note 4234 to sign 48 to sign 82. Let's go to the second sign, which is 35. 4235. For note 4235, we are asked to see note 1974 to chapter 1539, Hijrah again. I say the two chapters seem to be connected or are connected really. To sign to XV chapter 15 sign 39. XV means being al hijrah. And that's the second note to sign 82. Let's go to sign 83. It's a continuation of the last sign. Illa ibadaka minhum al-muhlasin. Illa ibadaka minhum al-muhlasin. Except thy servants among them sincere, and unless thy servants among them, comma, sincere and purified, into brackets, by thy grace. Illa ibadaka, except thy servants. So Satan himself has acknowledged that it is not all God's servants that Satan, can take out of God's guidance, God's path. And that's why he says, except thy servants among them, except thy servants among them, sincere and purified by thy grace, by God's grace. So, viewers, let's aspire to be among these servants, among those whom God himself had made sincere and has purified. No note there. So let's go to sign 84 with a note. Kala, falhak, kala, falhaku, wal, walhaka, akulu, kala, falhaku, walhaka, akulu. God said, God in brackets, this is the truth, and the truth I say. This is the truth, and the truth I say. Note 4236. 4236. We are asked to compare note 1990 to Psalm 15 again. No, to chapter 15, pardon me. We are asked to compare note 1990 to chapter 15, Psalm 67. Let's go. Yeah. We are asked to compare note 1990 to chapter 15, Psalm 64. Not 67, Psalm 64. 4236. That's note 4236 to sign 84. Let's go to sign 85. God's still speaking. فَأَمْلَأَنَّ جَهَنَّمَ مِنْكَ وَمِمَّا تَبِعِكَ مِنْهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ. So God says to Satan, that I will certainly fill hell with thee, Satan, and those that follow thee, everyone, Ashma'ina. So God, knowing very well that it's not every man that will follow Satan, he gave him, Satan, the respite. And now he tells Satan, I will fill hell with you and your servants, or I'll fill hell with your servants and you yourself. Everyone, Ashma'ina. Note 4237. 4237. Compare chapter 7, sign 18, colon, chapter 7, sign 179, and chapter 11, Hood, sign 119, note 1623, note 1623, note 1623, full stop. The punishment of defiance, comma, disobedience, and rebellion is inevitable and just, and the followers who choose to identify themselves with a disobedience must suffer as well as the leaders. Compare chapter 10, sign 33. 10 being Suratul Yunus, sign 33. And that's note 4237 to sign 85. Let's go to sign 86. Kul ma ma as'alukum alayhi kul ma as'alukum alayhi min ajrin ma as'alukum alayhi min ajrin. God is telling Muhammad to say, no reward do I ask of you for this into brackets Quran alayhi, for this Quran in brackets alayhi. وما أنا من المنكلفين وما أنا من المنكلفين, nor am I a pretender. من المنفلكين, that's a pretender. I'm not. Nor am I a pretender. The note to read is 4239. 4239. Mutakalif in italics is going to explain now pretenders. Mutakalif, pretenders. A man who pretends to things that are not true, or declares as facts things that do not exist, one who takes upon himself tasks to which he is not equal, like Satan. Uh, Full stop. True prophets are not people of that kind. True prophets are not people of that kind. Well, here I don't know what he means by true prophets, because we are told prophets, no prophet can be deceived. Mm. So, of course, true prophets, because we have false prophets. Even today, we have false prophets. So, I think the commentator is right. True prophets are not people of that kind. And that's note 4239. Second note to sign 86. I don't think I read the first note, which is 4238. Let's see. 4238. No, I didn't read it. So 4238 first. Compare chapter 25, Furcano, sign 57. No, sign 57, yes. And then 26, Ashurao. Then 26, sign 109. We are reading note 4238, the first note to sign 80. And many other passages. So compare these references and many other passages, full stop. The prophet of God neither seeks nor expects any reward from men. No, his reward is with God. Full stop. On the contrary, he suffers much at their hands. Full stop. He is unselfish and offers his services under God's inspiration. Full stop. He is satisfied with hope. He is satisfied with the hope that each one he is satisfied with the hope that each one who will he's satisfied with the hope that each one who will may take a straight path to his Lord. Anyone who will may take a straight path to his Lord. And this is in double inverted commas, that each one will take a straight path, yeah, to his Lord. Inverted commas close, full stop. That is the reward, and the reward he hopes for from God is similarly unselfish, full stop. He earnestly hopes to win his good pleasure, i.e., to see his face, to see God's face. And that's the first note 4238. Let's go to the second note. We've read it alone already, but we'll repeat it. 4239. Mukhalif, a man who pretends to things that are not true, or declares as facts things that do not exist. One who takes upon himself tasks to which he is not equal. Full stop. True prophets are not people of that kind. That's second note to sign 86. Let's go to sign 87. Mhm. In huwa illa zikrun lil alamin. In huwa illa zikrun lil alamin. This is no less than a reminder. This is no less than a reminder, zikrun, to all the worlds, or to the worlds. All is in brackets. So without the brackets, it reads, this is no less than a reminder to all, no, than a reminder to the worlds. This is no less than a reminder to the worlds. 4240 is the note. 4240. So far from there, so far from there being any false or selfish motive in the message proclaimed in Revelation, it is a healing mercy to all mankind, Alameen. Full stop. More, comma, it is in accord, it is in accord with all parts of God's creation, comma, and makes us kin with all creation, comma, the handiwork of one through God. The handiwork of one through God. And that's note 4240 to sign 87. Let's go to sign 88. Mm. وَلَتَعْلَمُونَ وَلَتَعْلَمُونَ نَبَهُ يَغْدَ حِينٌ. And ye shall certainly know, لَتَعْلَمُونَ, the truth of it all after a while. All is in brackets. Without it, it reads, and ye shall certainly know the truth of it after a while. لَتَعْلَمُونَ نَبَهُ. Naba'u is the truth of it. Bagda, I think I read it wrongly the first time. لَتَعْلَمُونَ نَبَأُ نَبَأُهُ لَتَعْلَمُونَ نَبَأُ بَعْدَهُ. No, لَتَعْلَمُونَ نَبَأُ بَعْدَ حِينٍ. And ye shall certainly know the truth of it after a while, or of it all after a while. All is in brackets. And the note to read is 4241. There may be mighty things. No, oh my God. There may be many things which we, in our muddy venture of decay, this phrase is in brackets. Muddy venture of decay is in, sorry, muddy venture of decay is in double inverted commas. Okay, let me start again. There may be many things which we, in our muddy venture of decay, may not fully understand or take in. Full stop. If we only follow the right path, comma, we shall arrive at the goal in the hereafter, comma, and then everything will be clear to us. And then everything will be clear to us. And that's note 4241 to sign 88. And sign 88 happens to be the last sign of section 5. And section 5, so the last sign of section 5. And section 5, of course, ends this Surah to Sad. Surah to Sad. We shall end here. When we come back in our next video, we shall go to the next chapter, which is Azumar. Azumar, or the groups. God willing. Thank you very much. Bye bye. May God be with you all.